Have you ever had questions about a Moore Marsden's calculation? I usually get a few weekly calls asking me questions about valuation dates and other things. Hi, this is Don Mowry with the Mowry Group, and we specialize in real estate sales and appraisals for family law, probate, and trust matters. California Family Code Section 2640 grants the right to reimbursement for separate property contributions towards community property and for community property contributed to the individual property of one spouse. If one spouse purchased the property before marriage and has a mortgage partially paid off through the marriage or partnership, the Moore-Marsden's calculation becomes involved. Wow, that's a lot. But let's talk about the real issue. The issue is that the spouse originally bought the asset has a separate premarital interest in the property. However, the couple used community property money to further fund the property, thus creating a community property interest. Figuring out how to divide this property takes a special equation, especially if mid-marriage there was a refinance or post-separation charge or credit occurs. To perform the calculation, you'll need the following. You're going to need the community property payments to the principal, the purchase price of the home, the down payment made by the spouse who owned the home prior to marriage, and the value of the home as the date of marriage, and also the current value at the time of trial. And if the spouse was added to the title, we're going to also need a valuation date at that time too. Typically, we receive a request for a current fair market value and the date of marriage, and usually when the spouse was added a title during a refinance. The current value is pretty straightforward. We complete an interior and exterior inspection of the property. And this includes measuring the home, noting any improvements and repairs, and then we provide the opinion of the property's fair market value. Where I see the attorneys or their clients make a mistake is at the date of marriage or the date the spouse was added to the title. They assume that the home was in the same or similar condition as the current date for the prior date that's called a retrospective appraisal date. The attorney will sometimes or the client will use a Zillow estimate, or they might get a CMA done by a real estate agent to save a few dollars. However, they fail or they never consider that the property may have been significantly different in the past in the condition. Here's an example home that I appraised in 2021. The home contained 2,352 square feet with 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, horse facilities, and an RV garage. But when I inquired to the parties what was the house like in 2014, they told me the home was only 1,100 square feet with 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, and they didn't have any horse facilities or an RV garage. They did all that work in 2015. If I had assumed that the home was similar in 2014, my opinion of value would have been significantly different. And this is why it's really important that you choose an expert who's experienced in working with clients when doing these calculations. If you are looking for a real estate broker or an appraiser to help you, whether it's residential property, a commercial property, or industrial, here at the Mowry Group, we help you solve your real estate challenges.